Well, you knew Rick Tellender will weigh in. All of a sudden, it's because Dave Duerson played football. He killed himself because everybody that kills himself played NFL football, and they all had head trauma. I'm not buying it. You know, Dave Duerson was smart enough to know I'm not going to shoot myself in that. I want my brain studied. Didn't say anything was wrong with his brain. And if he doesn't do that, somebody's weighing in today saying it has to be the effects of football. Well, how come 100 football players don't commit suicide each year? How come Troy Aikman hasn't put a gun to his head? How come Steve Young, who had multiple concussions, hasn't put a gun to his head? Now, that's not to say that this could not have happened to Dave Duerson, but we're reaching here, folks. Here's what I do know. He was owed $34 million after winning the settlement. You know what it's like to know you have $34 million coming, but yet you're $14 million in arrears? You're $14 million in trouble, and you can't get that $34 million because the company filed for bankruptcy, that carrot dangling in front of your nose, you're fighting. Then you got a wife and a strange wife, and you know, they still love each other. The only love of my life, I'm hearing from the wife. That's why she lived in Chicago and he lived in Miami, because he was the only love of her life. She wanted money, she wanted this, she wanted that. I mean, I'm just saying, it had nothing to do, I'm telling you, with head trauma. Dave Duerson was a good businessman. Things went bad. Okay? He went to live in Miami. He had nobody to help him. You do need support no matter what, because when it gets dark and nobody turns on the light, this is what can happen. Oh, and then he made a tackle in 1987 that might have caused this also. I'm just saying, brought to you by the fine folks at Memoroboblia. Go get your Dave Duerson card right now.